Hello everyone, I am back once again with another session for Hyperdimension Neptunia. Now in this session, we're going to actually find out what's going on with Histoire now that we have the 4 key fragments. Again, to save you guys time, and so that we don't have to go through that teleportation shenaniganry, I'm just going to cut to when we get to Planet Neptune. And if there's a cutscene, obviously you're going to see it, of course. But give me a sec. Okay, it seems like there's no cutscene so far, so that's good to know. I was kind of worried about that, so that's why I didn't want to, just do things the old-fashioned way. But okay. So, apparently, Histoire's released. There's also a couple of other things here. There's Her Dream, The Real Fear of Being Thief. The Real Fear of Being Thief? A haunted house using stereophonic sound via headphones. But what's the real reason for the headphones? What headphones? Have you noticed all these folks jogging? Which ones? It's really not safe to do while listening to music though. Yeah, I can see it honestly. Because you won't be able to pay attention to your surroundings. You might not even hear stuff, which might be of the essence depending on where you're at. So if, for example, if I was like crossing the street, I think it's important to be able to hear if cars are coming, which if I had my music on with my earphones, that wouldn't be good, obviously. You run the risk of getting hit by a car, so that makes sense. Look, that lady doesn't even know she's being approached from behind by Mr. Bicycler. Ooh. Maybe it's unsafe to not hear the stuff happening around you. Well, yeah, obviously that's like common sense, I'd say. There are some leisure activities that take advantage of that. Yeah, but again, it all depends on the settings. If you're like in a gym, running like on a treadmill or something, then fair enough. That's definitely fine. But if you're going to unknown places, that's where it can be dangerous. I went to this one haunted house where you have to wear some headphones while inside. Really? It must be one of those like escape rooms or something. Oh, the place filled with dolls? It's so scary there. I mean, I don't doubt it. Or maybe, yeah, no, because again, abandoned houses could be like abandoned buildings, you know. You've both been there? Ugh, lame burgers. What's it like? Is it a big mansion? Do you take pictures of ghosts? I wonder. Maybe not, though. They're probably too scared to do that or something. It's like stereophonic sound. Stereophonic sound? Grotesque, unearthly noises sound pretty real, and it makes you feel like things are a lot closer than they actually are. Eesh, that does give me the heebie-jeebies. Yes, it made me think the dolls were actually alive, which is insane work. That's like dead silence right there. Huh. Wouldn't it be creepy if the dolls were really trying to talk to you, but you couldn't hear them because of the headphones? That'd still be kind of freaky though, truth be told. You may not be able to hear them, but again, that'll kind of give you more reason to feel even freaked out. I think you're actually better off hearing them, to be on alert. Don't creep her out even more. You'll scare her to death. Although she's already been through a lot, so I don't see what she's scared about. But then again, just because she's brave enough to go out there and confront monsters doesn't mean she's not scared. That is a possibility. There's a lot of things I'm scared of, but I still confront them anyways because, again, like, I'm like that guy who just is scared of things, but just maybe doesn't like being scared of things, so I just confront it regardless. But that I'm scared. But yeah, anyways, let's see. What's Her Dream? The party's influences on Gust was subtle, but significant. For herself and her dream, what path will she take? Oh, as soon as they said the path taken here, I have a feeling this is where Gust comes into the picture. Holy damn. So maybe I should have gotten that right away then, no? Oh well. Let's see what they say. Hui.
I find you.
Yeah, you sure did.
Gus, were you looking for us?
I'd imagine.
Yes, I have a favor.
What is it this time?
A favor? To ask us?
You know we've done a lot of favors for Gus lately. It wouldn't surprise us if she wants another one.
I want to join party, so I travel with you.
Damn it, I knew it. Oh my god. I knew it. I should have gotten her when I got Nisa, honestly. But I didn't think it was going to be right away. Crab sling it. She's probably going to be at level 1 too, and then I'd have to grind her to like level 50 or some shit. That'd be way too time consuming. I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. I've been pretty fine with the original trio, that being Neptune, Compa, and Iffy.
Why? Did something happen?
What did happen?
I want to gather ingredients around the world and make items to help world.
I mean, that makes sense.
I thought it helped traveling with you, who find Earth
Oh,
crystal.
now that makes even more sense. Okay.
I won't be trouble. Promise. Please, let
Okay,
me come.
fair enough.
Our journey isn't always safe. Sometimes we get ambushed by a pale, weird-looking lady. Is that okay?
I like that she warns her about the mage. Yeah, the mage.
Goth, no problem. for
God, no
that.
problem. So she ain't afraid of the mage, it seems.
What do you say, Nep Nep? Iffy?
If he may not mind, Neptune could be a savage and say, nah.
She's
Okay.
totally welcome. The best things while traveling are buddies. More the merrier. Just don't eat.
Okay, so she approves, but she has her conditions. I had a feeling she wasn't gonna let it be all that easy. I had a feeling she had some reservations or something. Maybe, I don't know.
I've no
Yeah.
objections either. She can help manage the finances.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Thanks.
No problem. Gus joined the party, but dang it. You know... Should I just quickly get her? I'm kind of tempted to get her now. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me see how she looks. Yeah, now Gus is in the party. Yep, level 1. Just like Nisa. Yeah, it's because that's the thing. Level 1, man. But I think it's of the essence to get her now then. So that while I'm going about places, she just levels up. Instead of me having to, like... Ability discount? View shares. I have not been able to see how you even look at those abilities. How do you even get it to work? I don't know. But you know what? We're gonna save. Because I'm actually gonna go get... I'm gonna get Gus, honestly. There's no way, man. It's because I can't believe this. Like, I saw her as DLC on at the store, but I just thought it was gonna be much later. Not right now. Specifically when I just start this. Okay. Give me just a sec. Okay, here we go. So I think we have to get her from the DLC store. The Gus battle ticket, yeah. It's free because we already paid for it, so in the store it's just free. Oh, wait, my dumbass. I don't think I got it. Oh, my dumbass. Tss. I thought I got it and I didn't. I'm dumb. Okay, whatever. Okay, now we should have her. Okay, now we have her. This is Gust, apparently. So these are the two characters that they appeared in the title screen. Then, if they were DLC, then why on earth did these characters even appear in the title sequence? They may as well have been like just characters. I don't know. Maybe it was to make money, you know. every gaming company has a freaking business method to follow, so maybe this is just one of them. Be what it be. But either way, it wasn't a big deal. These things weren't even that expensive anyway, so it's just like taking a couple dollars out of us, if anything. Okay, but now that we got that out of the way, now I think we should save, no? Just save so that I don't like have to restart anything. Okay, so what we were gonna do was actually see what's up with Histy. How are we gonna get her out of captivity here? Neptune completes the set of key fragments, but still no word from Histoire. To top it off, the party grows aware of one major issue. Don't tell me there's inconveniences now.
I was just thinking, but what are we supposed to do when we get all 4 key
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, do we have to go to another dungeon to find her? Do we have to find the mage who has her in captivity? Do we have to actually fight another guard vermin? Maybe she has her in captivity on the mage's behalf? I honestly have no idea. I'm just as confused as you are.
Rescue Isty, of course. Did you forget about that too?
Well, yeah, but the question is where?
No, I mean, she hasn't told me where she is. Actually, she said she
Oh,
doesn't
that's
know.
insane work. And I'm guessing the mage never told her either, honestly. Just to be discreet in a way. Okay, that is a conundrum.
What? You don't know that? I guess we never really discussed her location, but
Yeah, no, it's because, yeah, we kind of didn't ask more questions. That's kind of the thing. She just kind of listened, and then as soon as she stopped talking, that was it. We didn't actually ask that much.
Maybe she's being guarded by a strong monster too.
It's a possibility. It wouldn't surprise me. Hopefully we're prepared this time.
We should be able to find her if we keep looking for strong monsters. Problem solved.
I feel like that's a little bit easier said than done, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. I'm not sure.
there is no need for that.
Oh, would you look at that? I guess Histy decided to show up out of nowhere.
Isty? Can you hear me? Can you chat right now? Over.
I love that. She's talking like as if you were talking on the radio. Oh shit.
Yes, Neptune. I am so sorry I've been unable to keep in touch lately.
Yeah, but we got all the key fragments, which is what matters. Now the question is, where the hell are you?
Isty says she's sorry for not contacting us. I wish she would've, texted us. Over.
That would have been nice, but it's because, I mean, considering that she was captured by, what's her name? I mean, no es para menos.
I can hear her. It's faint, but I can hear her. You can too.
Oh, that'd be insane. So the progress that Kampa and Iffy make allowed it so that they can both possibly hear Histy? Let's see if Iffy actually hears her though. Maybe she doesn't.
Yeah, but
Okay.
barely. How, though? We were never able to hear anything before.
I guess it was all a matter of EXP. Maybe the experience actually made it so that it was possible somehow. You never know. You know how RPGs work. You gotta progress in order to have more accessibility to things. Hell, I even had accessibility to this DLC not too long ago, so anything is possible in this game, honestly.
It's most likely because I become a tough, independent girl who doesn't
See that?
cry.
See? And Neptune even said that earlier too. She won't approach a crybaby. She did cry here and there, but not as much as I expected her to be frank. So, yeah, no, progress definitely was done.
Actually, that has nothing to do with it. My seal has weakened since the fragments are gathered.
Not only that, but we've also been taking care of that mage lady numerous times too, honestly, so yeah, that's probably also making it difficult for her to keep her sealed for good.
It also has something to do with you all being on planet.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and before we did not have all the key fragments, so that just made it almost impossible to even hear at first. Okay. At least there's some explanation to this.
Myself was working again too. We must be getting more bars.
I mean, you did say that yours only worked in Planet Neptune, no? It didn't work elsewhere.
No. It is possible you are closer to where I am being held. The key fragments should lead you to me.
Oh, really? Okay.
I heard you for the first time while on this landmass too. Alright, so the fragments will know where Isti is. Over.
Okay, sounds like a plan. The question is, how is it gonna take us to a whole nother area or something?
Just don't try to talk to them. I don't think they will respond to you.
Okay. Yeah. Unless they don't do anything, though, of course. We gotta do something.
Right. Try watching them closely. They should show some response as you come ever closer to me.
Okay. A cave?
Here? Doesn't look too wacky. Actually, it's pretty much normal Bormal.
Normal Bormal. It's a cave, but... Which, I guess makes sense, but... Is this just any old cave? Will we be greeted by somebody?
Yes, this is an important area. It could have looked a little unique. I'm a tad disappointed.
I don't know, man. Remember that this could all just be superficial. Maybe if we delve a little deeper, maybe there could be some unpleasant surprise.
Why would anyone hide something in a place that stands out?
Beats me. Maybe it was invisible when Mage Lady had all that power at first. Okay. So this is just some old cave. Well, there's nothing else. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Goddess Ruins. An ancient ruin dedicated to an unknown goddess who's not Purple Heart, Black Heart, Green Heart, nor White Heart. Okay. It might be the former goddess, actually. Maybe this is where we actually find out who the former goddess is. If it isn't Histoire. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna save. I don't want to actually get any surprises. That Mage Lady could be the surprise factor here. If worse comes to worse. But here we go. Oh boy. We're even getting that like music where the music that signifies going places. I don't know how to explain it personally, but that's just the vibe I get from this music. It makes me feel like we're making progress. And we're getting close to our goal. And on the off chance there's a rune that's actually good to, you know, grind, we're going to check it out right now. I have resources, so I want to believe I can actually stand my grounds against whatever's up ahead. We also got Nisa by our side, who seems to be a decent powerhouse, despite being underleveled. Wait a minute. I'm being silly. I was supposed to go for Nisa here. Oh, she does the treasure search too? Interesting. Let me see.
Let's see what we find.
Wow, I did not know she does that too. Okay, so these two just have the same abilities as Kampa and Iffy. Is it if I wanted to replace Iffy and Kampa for these two? That'd be hilarious. But let's see what Nisa does, because I need to see what this rune has. I'm hoping it's another good one.
Come out, evil!
I can do this
Okay,
alone.
Neptune seems confident. But maybe her spirits are just up because Histy is now ever closer. Okay, let's see. Go for the... Well, it is chunky, but I don't know if it's 150k types of chunky. I guess we'll find out. Let's go for... Usually wind works against these things. You hit relatively hard. But hard enough, question mark? That mold gets fairly shattered. Let's keep it preserved. Okay, we slattered that mold. Now we're just gonna physical this thing. Physical it to death. Now we're just gonna waste all of this. Waste it. Okay, now we're gonna blow this thing up. There we go. We're gonna... Let's weapon. Gun then. Powerful, powerful. Going for compa yet again. Wait for this, because, yeah, switching is not in order here. Keep it on the low. Okay, I want to believe from here we should be able to get somewhere. There we go. Let's see what the... 150k, wow. Oh yeah, Gus went from level 1 to 21. That alone gave her all kinds of shit. She went up 20 levels just straight up. That's how it was for Nisa as well, honestly. But I think it was with... Oh no, it was with the same amount of... with the same Clyon enemies, 150ks. But I think she leveled up to like 19, I think. I could be wrong, maybe it was 21 as well. So many skills as well as item skill. These I'm guessing are for like the combos and stuff like that, but I actually don't know. I'd have to like dissect this character too in order to even have an idea of what to do with her, honestly. It'd be what it'd be. Nisa still needs to level up a little bit. I want her at least at level 47, if I don't already have her at that. Let me see. Yeah, no, she needs a bit more to get to level 47. Where was I? I didn't even pay attention. Where was I even going? Or did I... No. Or... I actually don't remember.
Never let your guards down.
Okay, one thing's for certain. We're definitely gonna have to pull out that... We're definitely gonna have to pull out the thingamabobber. The repel thingy. Black swallowtail? But it's a bitter flea. You ain't gonna fool me on that front. Go with... I don't know. Go with fire? Question mark? Poison me, will you? Okay, we're gonna... Go for the physical. Take these things down. This thing was still alive? Insane work. Insane work. Dark rabbit. Is it immune to physical?
Our party rules.
Yeah, but we're getting screwed over. Also, what happened with Gust? Gust took damage? Why? How? Or did they start off that way? I have no idea what happened here. Okay, wait.
Everyone, get ready.
We need that repel though. We need it ASAP.
Don't let your guard down even
No,
if
but
they
we need the
don't
repels though. We just need that. Army beat in before these things are chunky. They are relatively chunky. This mage lady certainly loves her bees.
This is our
84.
true
That's actually.
power.
Compa's now level 54. Neato. Nisa needs to catch up though. She is close to level 50 herself too though, which is nice to see. So that grinding definitely paid off in a way. Where the heck am I going? Oh, there's a chest over here.
All my good deeds are paying off.
Yeah. So let's see. Here we go, man. Here we go. Nisa kicking ass. I kind of wish there was like more cutscenes with these characters, but I think the reason why they don't have any is because they're DLC characters. Like, what if somebody played this game and didn't actually get the DLC characters? But then again, they already had cutscenes even before they became DLC, or even before we got them as DLC, you know. So I don't know what's going on here.
My turn to do something?
Yeah, because I don't know if I'll be using you in the fights just yet, because you're still under leveled as heck. It's up there. Where did I go then? What in the heck? Give me Nisa, because in case I need the monster call. Most likely will. This might be a dead end. There's a chest over here, maybe? Oh no, this was actually the end. Wow, really? Damn, that was kind of short. Oh, Histy.
I have been waiting for you. It must have been a difficult journey around the world. I am glad everyone has made it safe.
To be perfectly honest, it was hard at first, sort of. I got the hang of some things, but then freaking, I guess you can say Lustation happened, because Lustation was really the hardest part of this whole thing. Blackheart wanted to fight us over and over again, and she got progressively harder every time we fought. The enemies that were in Lustation were also just a nightmare to deal with. The Bourbonet enemies, the Mequetrefes, you name it. They were all there, and they were just whooping our asses left and right. It wasn't even funny, but it be what it be.
Thank you so very much for gathering the
Oh
key
yeah.
fragments.
The key fragments were like, they were the biggest pain. The first one obviously was easy because that one was, you know, during the tutorial, but the Lustation one was still just the hardest one actually. Louis was alright. The one from Leanbox was kind of scary, if only because I was low in resources before the battle. I was supposed to stock up on that, but I completely forgot about it. It's because I used a lot of it when I was grinding Nisa, so I used up a lot of it, and when I went into this, I didn't really pay attention, so be one of those situations. But what are you gonna do?
Hello? Where are you, Isty? Where's the girl with the cute voice? Here, Isty, Isty, Isty. Come on out, girl.
Oh man, how? She says she was a tome. Is she literally gonna be a book? That'll be hilarious.
I am the book
Yeah.
for you. I am a tome. I contain all information regarding
That
this
makes
world.
sense. That is the book we saw at the beginning of this game, so now things are adding up. So this lovely voice was in the form of a book this whole time. Who would have thought?
So this book is Isty, huh? All right. What do we do next?
That is a good question. What do we do now, Isty?
Don't look at me. I'm sure if you put the fragments together, something will happen.
Oh, true. We haven't even like the fragments only took us to Histy, but now we need to see what Histy does with the key fragments. Good thinking, Iffy.
Like a puzzle? One sec. Let me give it a
Be
try.
careful, Compa. Don't break those key fragments. We went through hell and back to get those.
I'll help you too. Well, Oh, that one's on this edge.
This should be easy. It's only 4 key fragments. Unless there's a particular pattern that we need to follow.
What's it supposed to look like anyway? Maybe we should just stack them like a totem. Oh, it's glowing.
Okay. Maybe it'll open the book. Maybe it's locked. Oh shit. This...
Thank you. Now I am freed from that seal.
Holy shit. This is a whole ass character too. Holy damn. She comes out of the book. So she was sealed in this book this whole time? Or is this her personified form? Like maybe she is the book, but this is her like her exterior form or something? Holy damn.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isti. Rather, Histoire.
I see. Holy damn. Wasn't expecting. Like, I only saw the book and I was like, damn.
She sounds kind of the same, but it's not really what I expected.
Yeah, she sounds a little, like, squeakier. But she gives me the Gus vibes, sort of. But she talks more formal.
Sure, I look a little different when I'm at home, like a book. Minor changes are normal.
I guess. But yours is a drastic change. What are you talking about? You're like a straight up human form too. But with wings, so you're maybe a human fairy or something?
Okay, so Isti is just Nep's pet name for you. Anyway, that's one down. What do
That
we
is a
do
good
next?
question. We still haven't taken care of the mage is still out and about. We need to go find her and take her down once and for all. Then there's also Overlord Momus, if that whole thing is even real to begin with. We need to take both of those things down before ending this game, I'd imagine.
We're gonna go after Overlord Momus and R4. We're not done yet.
R4, huh? I completely forgot. You know what? Histoire did actually mention R4 like a long time ago. And I think I did have my suspicions that she might have been the mage herself. But I wasn't too sure because when Histoire was talking with the mage, she actually never mentioned her by name. So it kind of made me think that maybe that was not her name at all. Like that was just like a bait. Because this game does bait sometimes. So it's just like, yeah, no, I wasn't sure if that was, but it seems like it might be her. Because I haven't seen other enemies. Like there was Ganesh, and then there was the Archbishop and the Evangelist, which turned out to be the mage anyway. Could it be that R4 is literally the mage lady? That'd be next levels of insanity if so. Which would make sense though. Because she was the one that Histoire was dreading to even mention. But then again, she dreaded to mention her name. And she did. But when she was talking with this mage lady, she was pretty chill. So it's like, yeah, it kind of got me confused. I wasn't certain. I didn't want to feel like a dumbass, so I never mentioned, I never referred to the mage lady as R4, if that's actually her. But I don't know. Let's see what they say.
We didn't find either of them, even though we were zooming all over the world. Got any cryptic metaphors for us?
Let's see if Histy can clarify some of these doubts I still have.
Unfortunately, rather fortunately, Overlord Momus does not exist. It was all fabricated by R4.
Okay, is R4 the mage lady?
R4 disguised herself to suit various situations. All of their complete falsities.
I know that she I know that she let's see. If R4 is the mage lady, I know she disguised herself as the evangelist. I don't know if she disguised herself as other forms. Hey, but remember when I said that maybe this mage lady could be Overlord Momus herself? If this was all made up, then in a way it was her. That'd be next levels of insanity though. But yeah, no, damn.
To top it off. You all actually have fought R4.
It was the mage lady. Okay. That says it all. She says that we fought it. Who else could it have been? It had to be mage lady. Holy damn. She did mention that the times that we fought her, she's actually been just a weak form. So maybe now that we freed Histoire, maybe now she's going to reveal her true form, question mark?
Nuh-uh. Wait, so Momus is all pretend, and R4 is the one spreading stories about him?
We did pick up pieces of Overlord Momus earlier. There was Overlord Momus himself, then there was Overlord Momus leg, and then arm, and I think I only got 2 of the arms or legs, but I think I might be missing one of them. I wonder if getting them all would actually make that materialize, or is it just me? Or is it just, it's just an Easter egg and nothing more? Reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Exodia, maybe? I'm not sure.
We heard this story from a heretic first, who heard it from an evangelist. She came to us about it too at one point.
But again, I think, could this be where they actually put 2 and 2 together and figure out that R4 is the mage lady? That'd be insane.
But that evangelist was like a witch who was all stalking and attacking us. That was also Momus's messenger, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she's an evangelist, sometimes the Overlord's messenger. She was doing this all to achieve one end.
To take over the world?
In that case, we've already beat up our
Like, I think 5 times, question mark? We beat her way back in Planeptune. She was actually the first, I think she was the first, no, she was not the first boss character. The first boss character was actually one of the guard vermin for the first key fragment. Then came R4, yeah, okay. Yeah, things are starting to make sense now. We faced her, yeah, in Planeptune. I don't know if we faced her ever in Lestation. I know in Louis we faced her at least a good 2 times, I think. And then maybe 2 more in Leanbox? Damn, so even R4 was scared of Lestation, question mark? I don't know.
No, all those fabrications were mirrors of her true self.
Oh yeah? And what would that be?
Did you not notice? On each land you dealt with some sort of scheme she created.
Oh, okay. R4 was not actually in Lestation, but there was an evangelist in Lestation. Maybe she was the one that orchestrated the whole thing with Avenir and Ganache and all that. Yeah, I can see it. And Louis had that freaking had the heretics like spreading discs that had monsters in it, causing a ruckus. That was another one. Then Leanbox had the Archbishop poison Neptune, yeah. Then had this Jad dude try to create like another war or something. Yeah. I think Planeptune's the only one where she herself directly faced us, but we actually managed to take her down there too. So damn. That's actually insane work.
She did keep coming back over and over, but they were all different lands. I just thought they kind of looked similar.
Well, they look similar superficially, but once you get into the exterior, that's when you notice all of the differences. And boy, were they different, with Lestation being arguably the most unpleasant of them all.
So what was her objective? She's been involved in a whole lot. I don't have any idea who she is.
That is a good question. Well, I'd imagine take over the world, but in what way?
True. There is still much I have to tell you.
Okay, lay it on us.
How about we find a place we can have a more comfortable discussion?
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so that was quite some exposition, so we're gonna save right here. Histy has been saved, so now we don't gotta worry about a thing now. We've made it this far, which is nice. took us literally 30 sessions to freaking get to Histoire, which is insane. And supposedly the game is not even over yet. Wait, hold on. The loudmouth gaming boy? Everyone meets a boy filled with passion about gaming, but if finds him a bit disagreeable. That depends, what is it that he's passionate about? Here comes a boy. He's got a nifty game console in his hands. Which one is it? What's up, kiddo? I need to get this fixed. Is it the game console? It looks like a pretty old model. But which one? I don't think it's even available to purchase. Could it be a canceled version of a console? In that front, I don't know, because I actually don't know if there was any canceled consoles ever. So I like it. In fact, it was a huge success in foreign lands. Foreign lands, huh? The Moratola 68,000 processor inside, it means it's got blast processing and can kick some serious butt. Moratola, it almost sounds like Motorola, the cell phone brand from the days of yore. I don't even know if they're still a thing today, but back then it was a huge deal. But those were phones, not game consoles. Though the sales pitch, the first domestic 16-bit game console, is a bit inaccurate. 16-bit game console? Certainly not the SNES, is it? Nor the Sega Genesis. I think that would have been too obvious. Another 16-bit console was released 6 years prior within its home country and 8 years prior outside of its country. Still doesn't ring a bell. Is this going to take a long time? Who knows? Sorry, but I should get going. Okay. What's up with that brat? He's got no respect for his elders. Honestly, a lot of kids, especially nowadays, don't have respect for anybody. I've read stories about how like teenagers these days are like attacking like literally elderly folks, which is kind of insane. Why? Like, what did they ever do, honestly? And then for like adults like myself, you'd be surprised how many of them, like when it comes to video games, a lot of them like to say all kinds of stuff just because they're good at games compared to myself, who is more on the casual side. Like, don't get me wrong, I do have my competitive side, but I'm also semi-casual, so when I like get outperformed by some of these kids in video games, they start to say all kinds of craziness. It gets pretty annoying, but it be what it be. But you were kind of immature too. I mean, it's because, dude, sometimes these kids can get annoying. It's hard to be all quote-unquote mature about it. We could. I think the best thing you can do is literally try to ignore them. They can call it rude all they want, but it's better than to start getting into problems with them. That's what I do a lot of the time. It's either that or I just block them if they keep pestering me, honestly. Because that's sometimes what they do too. Like, I just try to ignore it, but then they start like adding me on Discord or on Twitter or wherever the hell they like to pester me, honestly. It just is what it is, honestly. But anyways, so that was another side thing. Literally, I like how that showed up out of nowhere. The loudmouth gaming boy again? What? Why? If and the others run into the game-loving boy once more, what'll happen between them now? I don't know, man. Why is this detour coming out of nowhere? What is even the point of these? Hey, isn't that... Well, yeah, we just ran into them not too long ago. Oh, it's 16-bit. 16-bit, huh? Who are you calling 16-bit? Just because I appreciate older models doesn't mean I don't have the 32-bit next-gen ones. There's nothing wrong with that, I'd say. The next one from that console maker. Oh, you mean the one which sold the least out of all their products? Is Iffy like one of those like modern console gamers of sorts? Because from that's probably the one thing where I'd probably I guess I can't disagree. Like, modern consoles are actually pretty good. It's just that they don't really got a lot of games, I think, that pique my interest anyway. Iffy. Psh, say what you want. Personally, I think highly of consoles able to focus on both 20 and 30 rendering functions. I can see the appeal, I guess. But damn. I mean, releasing it the same day as announcing it, but they use polygons in movies eventually? You're lying. Polygons and movies. Yeah, I guess. In 16-bit? Because I know they did it in the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, but I don't know if the PlayStation 1 or the N64. N64 kinda did it. But like for like a minute or two, I think. I don't remember though. I gotta go. I got him good this time. Alright, Iffy. You're Finny. I don't know what to tell you, honestly. Don't get into such a serious duel with the little boy. Trust me, it's not that easy. Sometimes they say things that just kind of like, they kind of push your buttons, honestly. Although, I don't know, I kind of don't understand what the argument is here. Is Iffy trying to say that old models suck? Because they kind of don't. That's where I'd have to disagree with Iffy. I don't agree that old consoles are actually pretty good. Hell, I bought a PlayStation 3 over a Nintendo Switch 2 because there was just no games on the Nintendo Switch 2 that actually piqued my interest. Whereas with the PlayStation 3, there was Hyperdimension Neptunia, at least. There's a couple other games that I'm only gonna mention once I get into them, because I actually do want to cover them on my channel as well. But for now, yeah, Hyperdimension is one of those games, and there was a few others. Like, there was more games for this console that I'm interested in compared to the Switch 2. So, you know, like, it's not always bad, but it be what it be. Anyways, loud finale. Okay, here, this loudmouth kid. It's literally just bickering between Iffy and the kid. It's insane work. The boy confronts a game company executive. His harsh words are meant as motivation and love for the company. What? How so? Is that... I mean, who else could it be? You again. How's it hanging, 20 boy? Okay, Iffy. You're just Finny. You're just Finny. Shut it. Ugh, enough already. This happens like every time you two see each other. Whoa, look at that. The guy getting into a car over there. Which one? Isn't he the director of your favorite game company? I don't know, maybe. You're right. This company sucks. Really? How so? Hey, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? He definitely heard you. Oh shit. It's fine. I think games from other companies are so much better. What even happened here? Aw, did you see how disappointed the director looked? I want to give him a big hug. Oh, well, did he just leave? I thought he was going to say something, honestly. But then again, well, I was going to say, because directors are one thing and then the corporations themselves are a whole nother thing, so maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's my way of cheering them on. If they're strong, it'll motivate them to develop a new console and I'll be happy. Oh, I kind of see what this is. It's the freaking... It's basically what's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2, actually. Where people are no longer liking what Nintendo's doing, so they're publicly shaming Nintendo so that they start making better products. Because, yeah, you guys saw what happened with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Those games are horrible. So I never bought them. I bought Pokemon Legends ZA despite people saying that game was even worse. But I personally don't agree. But then again, I am a guy who is known for playing old games a lot of the time, so maybe the outdated graphics doesn't bother me too much compared to those that like playing modern games. Go figure. You like them enough to make yourself into an enemy, huh? I mean, that's how kids are. They have their ideas, but I kind of get where he's coming from if the games that he's been playing are actually bad. If they were good already from the get-go, then yeah, then that would be a whole different story. Like, why even do that, honestly? You should actually be, like, showing your approval in a positive way, of course, because in a negative way, you're just going to give them the wrong impression. I don't think you want that. Sometimes consumers have to take on the role of the bad guy. Anyway, I should go. Yeah, again, I can agree with him depending on, like, how are the games that he plays on his console? Are they good games or are they bad games? If they're bad games, then he's onto something. Otherwise, he wrong. I can tell he's going to be something big one of these days. If it's in a good way, who knows? What is this melodramatic skit doing in this game? I don't know. Ask the game developers for this game, because I have no idea. Okay. Now let's see what else is here. Okay, finally. There was just some random shenaniganry between Iffy and a kid. Silly stuff, man. Silly stuff. Okay, now let's get into some real stuff here. The truth about Neptune and her nemesis, R4. Everyone succeeds in rescuing Histoire, which is nice. There are many questions, but first, they need a nice place to settle down. Okay. A building, huh?
Well, where should I start? Not that I know much, right?
I mean, we gotta start from somewhere, you know what they say.
How about I introduce myself formally and talk a bit about Celestia?
Okay. So what was going on in Celestia?
You mean where the goddesses live? Did you come from there too?
I'd imagine so, because she's the one that said that she created Neptune and she created the other goddesses.
Why, yes. I have been part of the goddess's powers for a long time.
You did a bad job creating the other three goddesses, though. Like, okay, maybe Greenheart is actually redeemable, but Blackheart and Whiteheart, though? Holy damn. They are a piece of work.
One goddess in the past gave me a portion of her powers, in the event she would try to misuse it.
Oh, so that's the former goddess. So Histoire was not the former goddess. I don't know what the hell I was talking about that whole time.
What kind of power did you get? What are you capable of doing?
That is a good question.
Nothing alone. Same goes
Oh,
for the
shoot.
goddesses.
So you guys gotta be united in a way. That might explain why they've been getting their asses wrecked this whole time.
They cannot change the world without my explicit consent.
Oh, damn. And she chose Neptune of the four goddesses. Because maybe they were all flawed in a way. I mean, Neptune is flawed too, though. But I don't know, maybe it's because of her optimism. Maybe everybody else was like so negative or something. Greenheart seemed indifferent. I don't know.
So, you're like the boss, but don't get exactly what you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sense out of this too, honestly. But I can't make heads or tails of it whatsoever.
I am the world. The world is me. Everything within this tome is within this world.
The world of... Like, the world? Like, the Earth? All I see is land masses. Unless all these land masses is the world. Then in that case, I guess it makes sense.
Change the tone, then the world will change, and vice versa. I am one with the world.
And who is able to change said tone? You?
Since the beginning of my existence, all succeeding goddesses ruled and made changes to the world through me.
Oh, okay.
So you got control over everything. How did you get locked away?
Yeah. Was it the former goddess?
A goddess is the only one able to script changes in the tome. I could only try to resist in vain.
Okay.
I am just a part of one almighty goddess. I only contain the power to execute an idea.
Ah, okay. Because I'm wondering, right now I'm like thinking like, do you suppose Arthur is maybe that former goddess? She tried to change things and Histoire refused, and because of that, maybe that's why she went rogue and sealed her away somehow? That's the only conclusion I can come to, but maybe there's something I'm missing here.
So the goddesses are the ones who think up the ideas.
Okay.
Correct. To make a change in the world, we are both
Yeah,
necessary.
in other words, see eye to eye, because otherwise, there's going to be conflicts.
I get ya. It's give and take. She scratches your pages and you scratch her itches back.
That's a funny way to put it. Why you say it like that? Is that it could have you could have said something completely different, but it'd be what it be.
Sure, if that is how you want to put it.
I mean, you know how she is.
That is the gist of our symbiotic existence. Now, to the main topic.
Uh-huh.
The one interfering with all you have been trying to accomplish is none other than the former goddess, Arthur.
Uh-huh. So she was. Okay, so I was actually able to put two and two together right there. That she was the former goddess. Okay. Before she herself mentioned it. That's good to know. So I am picking up on this game pretty decently then. I was starting to wonder, am I just stupid? But no, I think I'm actually getting it a little bit. Granted, there are some tiny details here and there scattered all over this game that I'm not understanding because that's just how it is for me sometimes. But yeah, I'm getting at least the gist of it. And it makes sense too because, you know, it's kind of like the whole, you know, like, you know, they live in harmony, but then there's that one rebellious, you know, deity or whatever that wants to like do something their own way, but there needs to be like a consensus in a way. But if there isn't any and it's a majority versus one, then yeah, then that's where there gets to, you know, be problems and stuff like that. It's insane how stuff like that works.
She is attempting to destroy this world.
Destroy it? Why? Because things didn't go her way? Insane work. Sounds like Medusa in a way.
She is trying to weaken the goddess's powers by summoning monsters to affect the amount of faith powering Celestia.
But if there's no such thing as Overlord Momus, then maybe taking down R4 is actually not bad? Question mark? Maybe? She's felt doable all this time that we've battled her. The only thing that has improved with her was actually the chunkiness. Like, she was most of the time getting progressively chunky, but other than that, I think power, she wasn't like Thanos snapping. So far, the only boss that has been giving me issues this whole time was freaking Blackheart. Even Arthur was not putting up that much of a fight. She only did when we fought the first time, when I was just getting the hang of the game, but from there, yeah, we've been progressively getting, unless we're just very much ready for her. But if she does have an ultimate form, then maybe that's what we need to worry about the most. It could be like Zygarde 100% all over again for all we know.
The discs! Whoa, yeah, I getcha. It's possible for a goddess to burn multiple copies of discs illegally.
Yeah. And when it's not agreed upon, you're immediately the bad guy.
Burning illegal copies, eh? That aside, I have been following your journey by writing inside the tome.
That might explain why I was able to look at all those enemies. And the places I visited so far.
Sunj in Last Station, Ivoire in Leanbox, and Ganache in the Wheel.
Yeah. These were 3 individuals that got, you know, they got thrown into some like complicit shit to, you know, cause chaos in the regions. And I think Arthur herself was the one... She was literally the only inconvenience in Planet Toon. Because everything else was just literally monsters, monsters, and more monsters. No one has really dared to mess with Planet Toon, which is nice to see.
It's like corporations, the Silicoms, and the Guild were the cause of all the ordeals. But it was our...
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Especially after she revealed herself as being one of the evangelists. She literally tried to... she was the one responsible for all the corruption going on in the governments and all that stuff. Which means that there was possibly some casualties. Amongst them Jad, maybe.
Those names don't really help me remember any specifics.
Yeah, no, these are just folks that we encountered during our journey that she knows about, by the way.
That said, goal is to rule over a decimated world. I do not know her intentions, but we must do something.
Yeah, whatever they are, it's not doesn't sound too good. Not if it's at the expense of everybody here. She might be planning a dictatorship for all we know.
We don't have any idea where she is. Do we have to go all over the world again? Jet lag is making me gain weight.
Gain weight my left hindquarters. You don't gain weight.
That is due to your eating habits.
Not
There
even.
is no need. I am the world's everything, and it is my everything.
Okay. So what are we gonna do about it? Are you gonna give us a map to show us where she could possibly be? Because if you know everything, then you gotta know where she is.
Oh, I remember you saying that line before. So you really are the Isti I've been looking for.
I mean, did you think she was somebody else this whole time, or what? That'd be next levels of insanity if that was the case. Damn.
Now that I am freed, I can find anything. According to the records within the tome, R4 is hiding in Celestia.
Oh, Celestia. Is that the 5th region that said other in the little board on the left when I look at the quests and all that stuff? You know how they show you like the lean box progress, the planet tomb progress, the station progress, and then there's that other. Is that what it is? The Celestia region? Oh shit. So we're gonna go into Celestia and have side quests there too? That'd be next levels of insanity.
With the goddesses vacated, she has taken the opportunity to control the Holy Land. How bold. As expected.
Oh, so yeah, okay, so they said that Overlord Momus was actually non-existent. It was all made up by R4. So maybe R4's true form is actually in Celestia. And maybe the forms that we've been encountering her for this whole time were just maybe parts of her or something? That is scary now.
Ben, wait a second. How are we going to get to her if she's all the way up
Yeah.
there?
Are we gonna have to leave Compa behind? Because I know Neptune can go over there, but the question is, can the mortals? Compa, Iffy, Nisa, Gust, can they all join?
Yeah, where is Celestia anyway? Fairy tales usually say it's beyond the sky. Should we take a shuttle from planet?
Who knows, honestly? Even I don't know that.
Unfortunately, there is no shuttle running to Celestia. That would be weird. However, there is still one way. Follow me.
Okay. Let's see.
Most importantly, we must be certain you adorable ladies are capable of defeating
We've
her.
defeated her numerous times. I think we'll be fine. So long as there's grinding grounds for if she's actually ridiculously difficult to deal with.
That's no problemo. We've blasted her alter egos a bunch of times
Numerous times, yeah.
before.
Remember, R4 herself is still a complete
Yeah.
goddess.
But we've taken down 3 CPUs already, honestly, in the forms of Whiteheart, Blackheart, and Greenheart. And what's her name? Blackheart was the hardest one of the 3. If R4 for some reason is like a cut above her maybe, then I want to believe we'll do alright. We could struggle a little bit though, but again, that's only something we'll know as soon as we get there.
It would be best if we could gather all 4 more goddesses on our side.
Well, we'd have to be able to reason with them first because they were all stubborn this whole time.
We don't got time for that. Monsters all roar and attacking people. We know where she is, so let me go get her.
It doesn't sound that easy.
I know how you feel, but don't be so rash. I'm sure Isti needs time to prepare our trip to Celestia.
Yeah, no, this could be the final mission for all we know.
She's right. Haste makes waste. My grandpa's words ring true again. We should be cautious and rational.
If we can get the goddesses by our side, it'd probably be in our interest to have the goddesses by our side. But the question is, are they going to be at level 1 too if they join our team or something? Because that'd be next levels of insanity.
Neptune, please listen to your friends. We still need a little
Okay.
time.
I'm a little anxious, but sure.
Soft.
Gate. How are we going to persuade the goddesses is the real question.
Neptune,
What is it now?
Sup, Histi? You
Don't tell me R4 showed up here again.
I've been trying to decide whether or not to tell you this because how you are now so much.
Oh, is she wanting to tell her memories? She should, in my opinion.
Should we give you two some privacy?
That is a good question. You could if you want to.
No, please stay. I think the two of you should be aware of this
Okay,
as well.
yeah. Now that you finally have shown your presence, why not, no? Can't leave them hanging.
Does it have to do with Nep-Nep's past? That's right. There's nothing Isti can't tell.
Yeah, no. She knows who she is, so she has to know everything.
Yes, there is something she has forgotten, which is very, very important.
Which is, besides the fact that she's a goddess who can become Purple Heart.
Neptune, you are, in actuality, the CPU of Planetoon.
It makes total sense. They don't call her Neptune for nothing. Yep. Remember all the times that the freaking goddesses were referring to her as, like, you know, the goddess? They were calling her out for not being responsible for her land or whatever. Greenheart thinking that she owned the landmass. She's manlass. Landmass. Yeah, no. They all knew. But freaking Neptune just did not know. She's speechless too. Oh my god. If he's like, holy damn. She probably like thinking, oh shoot, and I've been bossy with her this whole time. I've been bossy to a CPU this whole time. Oh man. Oh man.
I apologize. I know it is hard to process and you are speechless, but it is the truth. Do you believe
Oh,
me?
by all means. Why else would she be able to transform into Purple Heart?
I do. I kind of had an idea. This is just the confirmation. What about you, Combo?
Ever smart. Huh, Ivy? She's probably surprised.
Nep-Nep is a goddess? Of what? Greek? Food? Babylonian?
Histy just said it. It's Planeptune. What's with you and constantly shoving more words into people's mouths, huh?
Thanks for the expected reaction. Nep, are you feeling like Compa?
Maybe.
No, but like more of a like. Are you sure I deserve this?
That is something I was wondering, because remember that I actually don't know what Neptune was like before she lost her memories. Maybe she was, like, just as annoying as all the other goddesses, but who knows. For something, Histoire chose her to be the one to save the world or something. Or to do this whole journey.
From the sky.
Yeah. I'd like to believe that Histoire also knows that she got jumped by the 3 goddesses. And I would love to see what Neptune thinks about that.
Are you putting it together? Surviving a fall from the sky and stabbing headfirst into the ground. She's
I'm
not
telling you. Yeah, no. Good to know that some of this is actually being applied. Some of this realism. Like, she would not have survived that whatsoever. Any mortal would have died instantly from that.
Each land was making a big deal over their goddess descending, except for Planitude.
Yep. Because they didn't know. She was, like, banished, quote-unquote, before time.
I didn't want to believe myself for thinking it, but I suppose I was right this entire
You know what they say,
time.
when you have your suspicions, all you need is a confirmation, and it all comes to light. Like, it all makes sense, basically.
Yes, I do not know how she fell to the world beneath, but you could hear my voice only because...
Wait, you do not know how she fell to the world? So you did not know that she was jumped? What? That's the next levels of insanity. And you say you know everything? Are you lying to us, Histy?
Are you sure it's okay for me to be a goddess?
I mean, that's what you are. How are you gonna question it?
Whether it is fine or not, you were born a goddess. Please, accept your destiny.
I mean, what else can she do?
I don't remember being a goddess at all. This is going to be a problem for the folks on planet.
Maybe not, because they probably know who you are, honestly. It's you that needs to know it now.
Do not worry. Even if you did nothing, your protective powers work on their own.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, I guess. What's up with the emojis?
It seems the power weakened a little due to your lack of awareness. But now you remember, all should be well.
Okay. If you say so. Holy shit, how much time has passed? One hour and 20 minutes. I think we should call it a session here, honestly. The Path to Celestia. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it a session right here. In the next session, we're gonna see how this all comes down, because I have a feeling that this might be another whole thing, because Histy is actually suggesting that we actually get all of the goddesses together to, you know, take down R4. But the problem is that these goddesses, in one way or another, they have it out for Neptune. So she's gonna have to convince them all to actually join her without being, like, stubborn, especially Whiteheart, honestly. So this could take a while. We might even have to fight these goddesses again or something, just to knock some sense into them or something. But that's something that we're gonna find out probably in the next session, hopefully. We'll see. But with all that said, if you watched this session of Hyperdimension Neptunia, thank you for watching as always. Hope to catch you fellas for another session whenever I get to it. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a good one.